Hello, and welcome back to another day here at Berkeley Creek. Today, Colin is going to be spending a lot of time in front of the camera and sharing some details about what videos we can expect to see in the future. He is also going to talk a little bit about the type of work that is involved in the dog boarding and daycare industry and give a few updates on how things are coming along. Keep in mind that Colin has ADHD, so if he sways off topic a little bit, I'll be there to chime in and keep him on track. Oh, and one more thing. At the very end of today's episode, we have some footage of the outdoor play yard and putting dogs out to go potty before bed. If your dog was boarding here recently, you may get to see them as they go outside tonight.
All right, well, welcome to finally seeing me behind the camera. I know during the first episode, which I hope everyone enjoyed, that you were able to get a lot of entertainment and go from there, and it was fun for everyone to watch. But that being said, we're going to be doing a number of different videos on this channel. One's going to be the series that you just saw where, there's going to be a narrator behind the camera, and you're not going to know who it is. And I think that'll be fun for everyone to follow that along, because we'll be throwing little Easter eggs here and there as to who that might be. But then we're also going to be doing stuff like that's a day in the life. And I know that video started out with, grass cutting. Well, spoiler alert, which is something we commonly say, there's a lot of grass around here, an absolute ton. So that's going to be, if you think that grass cutting is not a part of this, you'd be crazy. In the spring, you're probably looking at 10 to 14 hours a week just in grass cutting and weed whacking. And yours truly does that. I do enjoy it, but by the time June rolls around, I'm usually sick of it. Now, by this time of year, because with how slow everything's been growing, it hasn't been growing at all because we've had no rain, which is actually what today's episode is about, is where we got a ton of rain.
So we need to pause here. Colin specifically made a point to film a time-lapse video of the storm as it was rolling in. Yet here he is forgetting to mention any details regarding the storm or even discuss how intense it was. So, I'm going to insert that clip right now for you to see.
But yeah, this time of year, we're only spending probably 6 to 8 hours a week on it at most. But that's still 40-hour work week. That's one of your days. But that's kind of the thing that I want to, paint the picture of here is this industry is not by any means a 40-hour a week job. This is a lifestyle. If you think 40 hours a week is going to get it done here, you are in the wrong category. But you know what? If you love what you do, it's not going to feel like 40 hours a week. But that being said, I don't want to sound cliche and lie to you, but there's weeks it feels like 140 hours. So it all depends on what time of year. But speaking of the time of year, we're coming out of busy season. We are heading into the fall, which last year was pretty busy for us still. I mean, this August, actually, this is funny. When you look at last June of 2023, our first busy season, because we opened in March of 2023, last June, when you look at the numbers we did, this August will be busier than last June, which means that we have to prepare for busy season not only in June and July, but also in other months that we weren't anticipating. So I'm not going to go into a lot of details on this, but something I'm really happy about is that Erin, my wife, is now full-time working here at the dog business. And yes, I am excited. And I'll let her talk more about that. She told me not to go into too many details on that because I tend to...
Don't worry, Erin, I got this. Colin tends to say things that Erin explicitly tells him not to discuss. So, I have conveniently cut off his audio here so he doesn't get in trouble.
So, but anyways, speaking of the weather, I don't know if you can see behind me, but we have some considerable washout on our driveway here. I mean, these ruts are huge. This is just from yesterday. So, I don't know if you can get down here and see it a little bit better, but this whole area right here is just completely washed out. The amount of rain we got yesterday was absolutely obscene. I'd probably say in a 1 hour window, we got easily, I mean, it felt like 3/4 of an inch or more, which is considerable. But then the other thing I was gonna show you is, and once again, this is just a day in the life. Like, what do we have to do around here? Is it all just playing with dogs? I have people who in the parking lot will sometimes be like, oh, you know what? You have a dream job. You know what? You're 100% right. I'm very lucky to have what I do, and I don't know what I'd do without it. I mean, I truly don't, but it's a lot more than just playing with dogs. And that brings me to an important point here, and this is going to be a theme throughout a lot of our videos, is that with how much work needs to be done here, absolutely none of it whatsoever would go as smoothly, would occur as well. Nothing would go to plan without our unbelievable staff. And something that I honestly don't have the words to tell you guys at home how much our staff, how valuable that all is. And actually, Eden, of all people, is, hey, do I have your permission to put you on camera? Yeah, you do. Well, come on up here then. So Eden, I can ask for permission. She's one of our older workers, and she is currently headed up to the lab, correct?
Yes.
So want to say hello? You can't really see yourself. There
Hello.
You go.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So what are you guys up to?
Well, we are going to be adding some cheese to Ronnie's food so she'll eat it.
So Maria, if you're watching this, we're talking about your little pup there. Ronnie needs some cheese in her food.
She does. She ate around her food and just ate the cheese up. I'm going to go let
Well, I mean, if you put cheese on my food, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, me as well.
So.
Yeah, I'm going to go let the lab girls out, and then we're going to start a daycare playtime.
All right, wonderful. Well, we will revisit this here in a little bit, and then we'll go from there. Speaking of staff, here I am. I'm walking down to the back of the building, and Eden, she's one of our managers here. She's also on the social media team. She's on our marketing team. I mean, she really is someone who does it all. But that being said, I mean, this place would not be what it was without our amazing staff. And something I found out whenever
Colin gets a little off topic here and starts to discuss labor market analytics within the dog boarding industry. Nobody wants to hear this.
Whenever you go ahead and you look at our turnover rate here,
I thought that he was done. Apparently, I was wrong. Let me summarize something really important for everyone at home. Our staff means the world to us, and the love and care they provide to each and every pup who stays here is a testament to their commitment to excellence. Every person who works here is a part of the Berkeley Creek family.
So actually, whenever I said Eden was walking up to the lab, so here's something we did this spring. We ended up putting up a little structure just for our dogs, and it's called the lab. And if you don't know, the business we took over 6.5 years ago was mainly a breeder. It was English Labs. And they did a lot in the show world, and they also had some English American mix, which is where Mia and Milo came from. However, what we wanted to do was we wanted to say, okay, well, you know, what can we do in this industry, and what is our focus going to be? So what we chose to do was we chose to revamp the program considerably. We did away with a lot of the show world stuff. That was just our personal opinion, nothing against it whatsoever. There's immense value there, and we will cover that on a later topic, or a later date. But what we wanted to do was we wanted to focus on calm family dogs, and I'm not going to give a lot of details on here because I could talk. I mean, my tours for our boarding and daycare facility are 90 minutes long. So trust me, if we're going to talk about the entire history of our business, I could probably talk for, I mean, when does the sun set? I mean, literally I might be able to talk that long. But anyways, we decided that we wanted to, downsize the breeding considerably. Focus on calm family dogs suitable for therapy work. We ended up opening a nonprofit, which there'll be a really cool video coming about that soon. Our big fundraiser is our annual fundraiser at Nevillewood. We partnered with Tunnel to Towers. We're going to be hosting a golf outing there. We're going to be co-hosting with them. Tunnel to Towers hosts it, but they raise so much money nationally that they bring us on because we align with their values and what they want to accomplish with veterans. But once again, we'll go into a lot of details on that later. But whenever we moved down here, our boarding and daycare was growing quickly. So we decided, okay, our dogs, only our dogs. What do we want to do? We want to give them their own building so we have more space down here. So this building is currently mainly for, and I know I have to spin around like this. I don't have the fancy equipment yet that that can film both directions. Maybe GoPros can do that, I don't know. But this is only for our dogs, and it hosts some equipment. So in different times of the year, we'll have a tractor and an excavator in here. We have some little pellet stoves right here, some puppy bedding, and some general equipment and stuff like that. But we're still figuring out, you know, what's all gonna be stored in here and go from there. But really quick, I wanna say thank you.
The number of people who have helped us get to this point in our life and our business is truly endless. In the future, we are going to be inviting many of these people to join us on an episode where we can not only talk about what they do, but show them as much appreciation as we possibly can. Colin tends to try and mention every single person, which would mean this video would last way longer than our attention spans are capable of. If you have been a part of this journey so far, Erin and Colin love you beyond words, and we can't wait to see you in a video sometime in the near future. In the meantime, let's go meet some of the labs who are a part of our program.
Something really exciting. We actually have the lab females out right now. They are outside playing. They're actually, oh, they hear that. Hey girls, come here. Girls, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. Here's the pretty puppies. Yeah, so this is their little yard. Only our dogs, only the dogs that we own will go up in this area, and only they go into that building, and that's also where the puppies are. So yeah, everyone's out enjoying a little midday stroll. Layla, you tired? She has such a thick, beautiful coat. Actually, real quick, Layla, she is, this is Layla right here. Guess what? Layla is in season, and she is going to potentially have puppies this fall. We will see. And so we have a lot going on right now. You hear a couple barking. We also have some of our boarding and daycare outside. So yeah, hey guys. There's Griffin. Griffin, you're okay. Griffin, you're fine. Millie, I know you're such a good guard dog. Well, I'm gonna keep making them upset. Griffin, you're okay, buddy. You're doing a good job though. Anyone comes near this yard, you tell us. So, but yeah, what time is it?
It's time to quit talking so much and start the clip of the nighttime routine so some of our families can potentially see their beautiful pup outside before bedtime. Mickey loves to pee on that spot every night. When it comes to letting dogs out to go potty right before bed, the trick is to give each dog the best environment to get the job done. Well, you may ask yourself, what on earth does that mean? Let me explain. Some dogs have no problem going potty quickly whenever they are in a group. Some dogs like to be alone or with their siblings that they live with, and some even like to go potty whenever there are no humans standing outside. In order to most efficiently put everyone to bed and let everyone go potty, you really need to get to know each dog and what their preferences are. Bruno is playing Colin like a fiddle right now. Bruno knows that Colin will keep giving him more back rubs if he keeps delaying going to bed. He is so adorable. The way the clouds slowly move over the horizon is so beautiful. That beautiful golden retriever trying to jump on Lily and say hello, well, his family wants him to learn to stop jumping. So Lily is doing her part to ignore unwanted behaviors. It really got dark in a hurry. Something we like to do here is make sure dogs are getting out to go potty before bed as late as possible. We start putting dogs to bed usually around 8:30 p.m. during this busy time of year. Tonight, we will finish putting everyone to bed by 9:15 p.m. or so. This more closely replicates the schedule that dogs experience at home and makes them more comfortable during their stay here. At this point, through the lens of the camera, you can barely see the dogs as they go to the furthest areas of the play yard. However, if you are standing in the yard at night, the lights on the side of the building allow us to see the dogs quite easily. Well, that wraps up another day here at Berkeley Creek. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending your time with us. We enjoyed sharing another piece of our story with you. We hope to see you again next time. Good night to all the pups staying here tonight, and good night, Berkeley Creek.